Be ready for dictation. 5 seconds. Start. This writ petition is directed against the judgment of the trial court dated 23/3/1996, decreeing the suit for recovery of arrears of rent, ejectment and damages, and the order of the revisional court dated 23/4/1997, affirming the said order in revision. Briefly stated, the facts are that the petitioner had taken the shop in question from respondent number 3 at monthly rent of rupees 200 for a period of 11 months. He had executed a rent note on 16th May 1993. The landlady, respondent number 3, gave a notice on 10th August 1994 under Section 106 of Transfer of Property Act, terminating the tenancy of the petitioner and demanding arrears of rent alleged to be due since 15/4/1994. The petitioner did not comply with the said notice, gave another notice on 19/9/1994 purporting to be under Section 111 of the Transfer of Property Act, stating therein that the tenancy was for a period of 11 months and the said period having expired, the petitioner was liable to deliver possession to her. As the petitioner did not deliver possession of the disputed shop to respondent number 3, she filed suit number 9 of 1994 in the court of Judge Ismail Kaj Court, Balia, for recovery of arrears of rent, ejectment and damages. The petitioner filed written statement and denied that he had committed default in payment of arrears of rent. It was stated that the provisions of UP Urban Buildings within bracket Regulation of Letting, Rent and Eviction Act 1972 within bracket Inshort Act were applicable and he was not liable for eviction. The trial court decreed the suit void its judgment dated 23/3/1996 on the finding that the provisions of the act were not applicable. The petitioner was liable to pay rent for the period since 16/4/1994 at the rate of rupees 200 per month. The petitioner preferred a revision against the said judgment. Respondent number 1 has dismissed the revision void impugned order dated 23/4/1997. I have heard Sri M.A. Kadir, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, and Sri O.P. Gupta, Learned Counsel for the contesting respondent. The main thrust of the submission of the Learned Counsel for the petitioner is that the suit was filed on the ground that the petitioner had not paid the amount as stipulated in the agreement, but later on, he having deposited the amount in the court, his tenancy could not be forfeited and was not liable for eviction on that ground. It has been found by the courts below that the petitioner has executed a rent deed dated 15/5/1993, which provided that the tenancy was for a period of 11 months. There was no clause in the agreement that the lease will be forfeited in case the tenant failed to pay the rent. There is no dispute that the rent for the period of 11 months was paid by the tenant. The plaintiff respondent had claimed the rent only for a period after expiry of the leave period, that is, for the period 14 for 1994 and till the date of filing the suit. Section 114 of the Transfer of Property Act. Over.